What's going on, everybody? Voidlego here, back for a brand new episode of Trails from Zero. Last time on, we did yet even more support requests, which most of them were monster exterminations, but we actually helped out in tracking down a counterfeit dealership coming to Crossbell in order to sell bootleg copies of different brand names. And so we got some help with the Border Patrol, aka the CGF, and try to track down who exactly was the ringleader behind it all. And we actually met a very familiar face in Kilika that was actually coming to Crossbell, which is, I feel like is going to be very important for later. But unfortunately, we misidentified, or I should say, I misidentified the suspect, and so we had to get a little help from Kilika. It was actually the grandma, not the woman who I was suspecting. But anyway, after that, we went ahead and helped out Jona, who requested our aid, because he wanted to finally track down this hacker he's been facing off against for the past couple months, named Kitty. And so, me and Tio, or Lloyd and Tio, went down into the sewers, or into the geofront, in order to find this access terminal, and eventually we got to fight a whole bunch of different monsters, such as a big bat, and we tracked down Kitty, and tried, in the end, we succeeded, but it seemed like a test from Kitty, so it really didn't matter in the end. But what was really important is that Tio is actually the same girl that Guy went out to bring back to her home country from a long time ago, which is a very fast, big, I wouldn't say twist, but amazing, discovery that Tio did know Guy beforehand. And she says to Lloyd not to just continue Guy's promise of, helping her fight against whatever makes her sad, but to make his own promise to Tio. Lloyd to become his own man instead of living in the shadow of Guy, which was a very sweet scene. And by God, are we connected to all four, or all three of the main party members by this point. The game does a great job with these, smaller scenes between Lloyd and the rest of the party. Because now we got motivations for pretty much everybody. We know Ellie's very extensively. That was basically what Chapter 2 was about. We got a little bit from Randy, or just like a little tiny bit. Not too much, though. We're still saving that for later, probably. And now I feel like we have the connective tissue between Tio and Lloyd. Of Lloyd trying to become something akin to Guy, but not exactly the same. Become his own man. Not live in his shadow, in his brother's shadow. But yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? Let's go return to Jona. Wee. Shoot. Alright, here we go. I wonder what's going to happen next. Because I doubt we have much left in this chapter. I feel like we're getting very close to the end here. Let's see. We're all the way over here. Okay. Shoot.
おっと、もう夕方か。なんだかんだ言って結構長く潜っていたんだな。
そうですね。
ティオ、どうしたんだ？
なんでもないです。早くヨナのところに戻ってメモリークォーツを受け取りましょう。それにキティの正体も気になりますし。
そうだな。何かつかめてるといいんだが。
Hopefully somewhere.
ローゼンベルク工房。
Oh, son of a bitch.
ちょっと待って。
It is Renee, isn't it? Like how I discussed last time.
ローゼンベルク工房って人形を作っている工房だろ？北の参道の途中にあった。
そうだよ、その通りですよ。でもキティのアドレスを解析したらそこがアクセスポイントって出たんだ。
Yeah, it's totally in the character.
何の冗談だよこれは。
確かに不可解ですね。
どういうことなんだ。あの工房にキティがいたら何かおかしいことでもあるのか。
現在自治州内に敷かれている動力ネットワーク網は
Oh.
市内とウルスラ病院くらいなんです。あとは湖の対岸にある保養地ミシュラムくらいでしょうか。
無線の動力波は不安定だから普通の動力通信にしか使われない。大量の情報のやり取りをする動力ネットは基本的に有線なんだ。
You know what? With the technology, the flirting factors, or maybe Rena is using powder matter as a kind of beacon of sorts.
ウルスラ病院とミシュラムだって固定に動力ケーブルが通ってるし。
She definitely have the technical know-how.
でもどう考えても参道外れの工房に動力ケーブルが敷かれてるわけがない。ああもうどういうトリックなんだよ。
まさかな。
まあ謎は残されましたが収穫はあったみたいで何よりです。それでは報酬をいただきましょうか。
わかったっつーの。
That'd be good.
あんたらの助けがなかったらここまでたどり着けなかったしな。
Jona's memory
これ
quartz.
が俺たちが興味を示す情報か。
ぶっちゃけて言うとルバーチェ絡みの情報
Ooh.
関連情報もまとめといたからあんたらには重宝すんじゃねえの。
That's actually very helpful.
それは
なるほど、確かに一番知りたい情報ですね。
言っとくけど知ってるやつなら全部知ってるような情報ばかりだぜ。例えば警察の上層部なんかはとっくに掴んでるネタばかりだろ。
Probably have the information, but are unable to do anything about it since, you know, Revache has hands in the pockets of most of the senators.
いや助かるよ。そういう情報が回ってこなくてちょっと困ってたところだったからさ。
あっそ、よかったじゃん。もう今日はもう寝る。また明日さっきの手がかりをもとにキティの正体を追ってやるからな。
まあほどほどにな。せっかくの記念祭なんだから引きこもってばかりいないでデートでもしてきたらどうだ。
うるせえ、余計なお世話だっつーの。この弟系装飾男子を装った食いまくりのリア充野郎が。
Playboy normie piece of crap. Yeah, okay, Jona.
意味不明だけど不当に中傷してるみたいだな。
そういえばロイドさん記念祭の初日にセシルさんとデートしてましたね。
へ、
その後もノエルさんたち姉妹と両手に花で楽しく過ごしたとか。なるほど、経験者の言葉には重みがありますね。
そのティオさん何がおっしゃりたいんでしょう。
You're so clueless, Lloyd.
いえ、特に何も。
So utterly clueless.
メモリークォーツをコネクト。
Alright, cool.
これで一通りの項目にアクセスすることができます。
Time to get to weeding the boys.
結構揃っているな。
今まで不明なところも多かったルバーチェの情報、まとまった形で確認できるのは初めてかもしれないわね。
そんじゃまあ一通り目を通していくか。
Let's take a look.
ああ、
Summary and history. Revache is the largest criminal organization currently operating within Crossbell State. Its inception dates back to roughly 1130 of the Septine calendar, coinciding with the founding of the state itself. Damn. As the name Revache & Co. would suggest, its fortune was amassed by smuggling goods between the Empire and the Republic under the guise of a trading company. In turn, Revache was able to seize control of Crossbell's underworld. Currently, Revache is known to participate in several illegal businesses, including arms smuggling, the sale of stolen goods, land speculation, insider trading, mirror laundering, sex swings, intermarry agencies for Jaeger Corps, and so on. Due to its close ties to influential Diet members, Revache is rarely punished for its criminal offenses. While members may be arrested from time to time, it is common for their bail to be posted in a most imbued way.
なるほど。よくまとまってる情報だな。
I feel like that's a very important detail. It's been around since the inception of Crossbell. This is deep in just Crossbell itself. It isn't like a recent thing. This goes back far.
今まで聞いていた話が的確にまとめられている感じね。
しかし改めて見るとやっぱりとんでもないですね。
ああ、非合法なビジネスで相当儲けまくってる感じだな。
Arms and influence. Revache's main forces total about 300 members, including low-level workers both inside and outside the state. The company employs approximately 500 people total. Revache's ranks include several former Jaegers and soldiers from neighboring countries. Combined with its smuggling of cutting-edge orbital weaponry, Revache is believed to have considerable military strength. Yeah. Despite not being a high-scale criminal syndicate, its influence extends past Crossbell. Revache holds deep ties with influential figures in both the Empire and the Republic. According to recent intel, Revache had begun to lose ground to I want to say hey you, but Hayu, I think that's how I pronounced it before. Hayu, a rival organization, but has since bolstered its firepower by utilizing warhounds. This new development has led to Revache regaining superiority.
こうしてみると、やっぱり大きな組織だよな。
They got deep pockets.
それに、軍隊経験者もかなり多そうな感じだし。
ああ、前に下っ端と戦った時、かなり手強かったのも納得だぜ。
でもあの時の軍用犬そのまま運用しているみたいですね。私たちが捕まえたのも無駄になったというわけですか。
It's like we just made a dent in this wall.
そうだな。
ちょっと虚しくなるわね。
Not even a dent, really, more like a scratch. Don Macaron. Macaron controls Crossbell's largest mafia as the current president of Revache & Co. He is the fifth man to hold the position, but did not inherit it conventionally. 8 years ago, Macaron gained control by overthrowing the fourth Don in an act of deceit and betrayal. Surprising. Perhaps due to his Elberonian heritage, Macaron prioritizes his relationships with members of the Diet's Imperial faction. His ties with Speaker Hartman in particular are well documented. On the other hand, he has also made inroads with the Republican faction. Undoubtedly, Macaron seeks to leverage both factions in order to take advantage of Crossbell's unique circumstances. Furthermore, he seems to fashion himself after Elberonian nobility. His personal tastes include lavish garments and ostentatious furniture.
こりゃ、なんつうか印象的なおっさんだな。
ユーモラスな外見ですけどやってることはえげつないです。
Just take advantage to the highest bidder, huh?
それに思っていた以上に柔軟で頭も切れるみたいね。
If he was able to outwit a different Don in order to gain the position, then he's a smart man.
帝国寄りなのに共和国方面にもコネクションを持ってるなんて。
相当厄介そうな相手だな。
Garcia Wassi. Garcia Wassi's official position at Revache & Co. is General Manager of Sales. Behind the scenes, however, he acts as the Mafia's underbosses and is the commander of its rank-and-file henchmen. Wassi previously served as a commanding officer of the Zephyr Jaeger Corps. When Macaron toppled the former Don 8 years ago, he contracted Wassi to aid him in his bid for power. Afterward, Macaron recruited him away from the corps to join Revache & Co. permanently. Wassi was the architect behind the Mafia's militarization and large increase in strength. Damn. In his Jaeger days, Gracia Wassi earned the moniker Killing Bear by using his large frame and advanced military combat prowess to overwhelm enemy soldiers on the battlefield.
あの若頭の人、両兵団の出身だったのね。
Yeah, in order to get a moniker like fucking Killing Bear, you gotta be tough as hell.
西風の旅団。どこかで聞いたことがあるような。
Zephyr.
大陸西部において最強と謳われた両兵団の一つだ。
Damn.
その部隊長をやってたってことは相当な戦闘力なのは間違いねえな。
One of the two, huh?
キリングベアって名前も何度か耳にしたことがあるぜ。
そうか、確かにすごい迫力だったけど、でもやっぱりランディ、そういうのは詳しいんだな。
昔噂で聞いたくらいだけどな。
Travel as much, huh? Interesting. Speaker Hartman. Ah, we haven't seen this guy yet. Hartman is an extremely influential politician who holds the position of Speaker of the Crossbell Diet. As a member of the Diet, he also acts as the leader of its imperial faction. Descendant of Elbronian nobility, Hartman owns a luxurious mansion located in Mischelheim in the far southern reaches of Crossbell State. He is also considered old friend of Macaron, the president of Revache & Co. It's believed Hartman cooperates in the Mafia's various criminal enterprises, including smuggling, mirror laundering, and so on. Furthermore, sources say that Hartman had an unofficial meeting with the Imperial Chancellor Gilif Osborne last year in order to demonstrate his domestic and foreign authority. Really? Okay.
これがハルトマン議長。
なんつうか政治家ってより帝国の大貴族って感じだな。
So obviously Crossbell, at least its political state and most of its big players, is in the hands of Eberronia. And as we've seen before from Osborne, he is planning something. We don't know what exactly. It's more than likely taking over Eberronia for himself. How he is going to do it remains to be seen. But having the political state of Crossbell with him, you know, the largest trading city in Zamoria, will help a lot in succeeding in that endeavor. 100%. Ooh, okay, interesting.
しかしあの鉄血宰相と会見したってのはマジなのか。
ええ、非公式ではあるけれど、去年の春頃オズボーン宰相がクロスベルを訪れたらしいの。
And probably Osborne would love to use Revache as well, and just completely, you know, in a hands-off type of method, because that's how Osborne does things, as we've seen before from like the Third.
おじい様には会わずにハルトマン議長とだけ会談してすぐに帰国したらしいけど、一時期各国の政界ではその話で持ちきりだったみたい。
そんなことがあったのか。鉄血宰相、相当有名な人みたいだけど。
Damn right he is.
何のために訪れたのか、ちょっと気になりますね。
Well, actually, now I'm thinking back to this second chapter. You remember how in second chapter, when the Ribble Arc appeared and shut down all of the ornaments in Ribble, tanks started coming from El Baronia. And, you know, at that time, it was, you know, dismissed. It was simply like, oh, under the pretense of we're trying to help and see what's going on here. But obviously that's not what it was. It was a show of power by Osborne to show that Eberronia has technology that can deal with null ordnance using steam-powered tanks and such. Maybe he got those tanks from Crossbell. He could have gotten those tanks from Crossbell. Yeah, he said last year he talked to Hartman. So, like, last year would be around the time of second chapter, if I remember correctly. Because I don't think it's been that long between this and second chapter, like a couple months. Well, no, because I feel like the timeline is first and second chapter pretty much take place in the same year. First chapter, well, it's actually a bit of a couple month time skip. Then half a year passes, then we get to the third. Then here, I think it's been another half a year or a couple months since the end of the third. If I am getting my timeline right, but I feel like that should line up with when the tanks went to Reburl and when Osborne talked to Hartman. So obviously, I feel like, yeah, probably Osborne got those tanks from Crossbell and probably from Revache, since they have so much influence.
なるほど。今まで漠然としてたところがかなり見えるようになったな。
Interesting.
冷酷かつ抜け目ないトップと歴戦の良兵だった若頭の存在、そしてハルトマン議長との関係ね。
しかもその議長ってのはあの鉄血宰相とも何かしらの関係があるんだろう。確かにクロスベルの警察が全く手を出せないのも納得だぜ。
そうだな。
待ってください。渡されたメモリークォーツの中に隠されたデータがありました。
Oh shit.
隠されたデータ
って隠したってんならあのガキが隠したんだろう。
ええ、どうやら私が気づくか試そうとしたらしいですね。後でお仕置きをしないと。
それはともかくその隠されたデータも見れるか。
ええ、お茶の子さいさいです。
Easy peasy. Schwartz auction? Oh shit.
これは
シュバルツオークション。
So it is an actual thing.
エステルちゃんたちが言ってた例のイベントってやつか。はは、あのガキシャレた真似をすんじゃねえか。
どうやら本当に存在するイベントのようですね。それもルバーチェ絡みですか。
ああ、怪しいとは思ってたけど、よし、とにかく見てみるか。
Alright. The Schwartz auction is an annual event staged by Revache on the final day of the anniversary festival, of course. It's held in the form of a private, largely secret party hosted at Speaker Hartman's mansion in Michelin. Most items up for bid are first-class works of art, such as paintings and jewelry, acquired through theft, bribery, tax evasion, and illegal back channels. Additionally, invites are not limited to just Crossbellians. Nobles and affluent people from across the continent are extended invitations, making the auction function as an off-the-record gathering of Zemuria's high society. Ooh. The Schwartz auction is a major source of income for Revache. It also provides Speaker Hartman with the ideal place to network with influential figures. Security is solely handled by Revache's forces. A well entry is prohibited unless a guest possesses a black invitation card engraved with a golden rose.
これは
Son of a bitch.
信じられない。そんなものが毎年開かれていたなんて。
でもちょっとおかしいです。秘密にしている割にはかなり大規模な催しですけど。
いや、警察とマスコミには厳重に規制がかかってんだろう。
Yeah.
でもなけりゃこんなもんが表沙汰にならねえわけがねえ。
その通りだ。
Oh shit.
課長。
お疲れ様です。
やれやれ。まさか自力でそこまでたどり着いちまうとはな。まあいい、ここじゃあなんだ。そっちの部屋で一通り話してやろう。
それじゃあ、あのファイルにあった情報は全て事実ってわけですか。
ああ、そうだ。誰が調べたもんかは知らんが、なかなか的確にまとめてやがるな。
でも警察の上層部では全て掴んでいるんですよね。
ああ、全員とは言わねえがな。警部クラス以上はもちろん、 一家の連中は全員知ってるはずだ。
Can't do a damn thing about it.
遊撃士協会だって受付やアリオスあたりだったらとっくに承知しているだろう。
Whew.
これも壁ってわけですか。
ああ、とびきりでかい壁だ。基本的に俺はお前たちの行動に制限をつけるつもりはないが、シュバルツオークションにだけは手を出すのはやめろ。お前たちには荷が重すぎる。
でも
おいおい課長、言葉を間違えてんじゃねえよ。俺たちに荷が重いってより警察そのものが動けねえんだろ。
それだけの有力者を招待して、しかも実質的な主催者の一人があのハルトマン議長。そんなの動けるわけがないわ。
Yeah.
民間人に危険が迫らない限り遊撃士協会も動けませんし。
It's just one of those things, you know, the gray area. Can't do anything. Cops can't act. Bracers can't act.
誰も手が出せないということですか。
だからといって
悔しい思いをしてんのはお前たちだけじゃねえ。特に一家の連中は毎年歯ぎしりするような思いだろうさ。非人道的な催しだったら、それこそギルドに動かれる前に意地でも突っ込むところだが、どうやら出品物が黒い以外は豪華なパーティーってだけらしいからな。実際下手に手を出しちまったら支援課ごと潰される可能性は高い。
Yeah.
だから今回ばかりは俺もお前らを止めざるを得ない。ま、そういうことだ。
やれやれです。
納得しろとは言わん。だが現実を直視し、自分たちに何がどこまでできるか見極めるってのも時には必要だ。そしてその悔しさを忘れない限り、いつかきっとチャンスは来るだろう。お前たちが諦めなければな。
わかりました。この件に関しては手を出すのはやめておきます。
ロイドさん。
やれやれだな。
With that, the third day of the anniversary festival ended. Theo's past, the mysterious story of Lloyd's brother, a hacker known as Kitty, a detailed report regarding Revache, and then the Schwartz auction, sitting at the center of Crossbell's injustices. With all of it still spinning inside of his head, Lloyd slipped into a restless sleep. Not a damn thing you could do. It's just too powerful.
おい、起きろ。いつまでもグースか寝てんじゃねえよ。たく仕方ねえな。
Oh boy.
ほら、とっとと起きろっての。
あれ
たく、どうして俺が野郎なんかを起こさなきゃならねえんだっつの。朝チュンでハンラの姉ちゃんに優しく起こされるのが俺様のスタイルだっつのに。
That'd be nice, Randy.
そしてコーヒーなんか入れて2人でまったりと。いやいや、そのままガバーッといっちゃうのも悪くないがね。
ごめん、ランディの妄想に付き合えるほど頭が回ってないみたいだ。もうミーティングの時間なのか？
ああ、とっくにな。お嬢とティオスケが朝飯作ってくれてるからとっとと食っちまおうぜ。
そっか、すぐに着替えるよ。
なんだよ。
ランディってかっこいいよな。そういう気の使い方、俺にはとても真似できないよ。
バカ、お前何こっぱずかしいこと言ってんだ。落ち込んでる野郎を慰める趣味なんざ持ってねえっつの。
自分で言ってんじゃん。大丈夫、一晩寝たらなんか落ち着いた。 悔しい気持ちは残ってるけどさ。
そうか。ま、悔しがれ青少年。そうやって挫折を知ってこそでかい男になれるってもんだぜ。
だから子供扱いするのはやめてくれって。すぐに着替えるから先に下に降りててくれよ。
えい。
さてと、記念祭も4日目。
I have to say, I like a very much intended feeling that this game is giving me is definitely that frustrated feeling of not being able to do enough. And that's very, very much intentional. It really does seem like, yes, we've done important stuff in the past 2 chapters, but it still feels like it isn't enough. We haven't done enough yet. You know, like we're still being held down, which is kind of akin more to reality than, you know, it is, you know, of, you know, knowing about shit and you can't really do much about it. You can't, all you have to do is just wait for an opportunity to do it. And I feel like this game's writing really excels at creating that feeling inside of me of just like, why can't I do anything? Why must I be held down so much by this overbearing, corrupt system so much? This system that has been in place since the foundation of the very city itself, or the very nation itself. It's such a unique, oppressive feeling. Like, I wouldn't call this game dystopian, but it gives that feeling of being oppressed, you know, being oppressed, unable to do anything about it. But it's not, you know, super like over dystopian like, let's say, Half-Life 2 or 1984. It isn't that. It's a much more realistic kind of dystopian, you know, dystopia of we can't do anything but just accept these as the facts of life, or the facts of Crossbell itself. And I like that. I like that a lot. It is quite amazing how much of a different vibe this game is compared to the Sky Trilogy. It really is. It is fucking commendable for that. Like, you know, like, it does look the same. It does look very similar to the Sky Trilogy. It has the same general art style, right? But obviously it's been updated and all that. Yet it is able to give such a different feeling, yet able to feel like it's still in the same universe as Sky Trilogy. It's like, it's not completely separate. Like, and I'm not just talking about, like, Joshua and Estelle showing up. It still feels like we're still in the same world as Reburl. Like, it still feels like that. And I feel like this franchise does such a great job at both making make the world coherent, but not boring, if that's the right word to say. You know, like, each different game has its own unique vibe to it, yet it all still interconnects with each other, which is a very hard thing to do, but I feel like this series does a great job at that specifically. So, just goes to show you, Trails is great.
今日も忙しくなりそうだ。
Crossbell Anniversary Festival 4th day.
さてと、4日目の業務を始めよう。新しい要請が入っていないか、念のためチェックしないとな。
そうね。
Big parade, huh?
今日は市内でパレードもあるし、逆に郊外に足を伸ばしている観光客もちらほら出ているみたいだし、
紛失物とか迷子とかいろいろと入ってきそうですね。
Oh boy.
ま、そのあたりは正直全部は面倒見きれねえけどな。俺たちでやれる範囲のフォローをしていけばいいんじゃねえか。
AKA do all of them.
なあ、そうだな。
Alright, then let's turn in the other projects.
それではわわ大変でしたね。
Okay. Alright, so we got about 3 more. Highway Monster Extermination, that's easy. Bubbly Scissors can blind and hypnotize. Oh boy, okay. Serial Theft Investigation. Theft targeting food stalls at the we want you to arrest a criminal, preserve to the association set in the Harbor District. Okay, and missing tourists. Signed a couple from out of town stayed at my establishment, but now there's no sign of them. Please help me find them. Seems they went to a very dangerous area that none of us in the village dare enter, so there's little we can do to locate them. Please hurry to Ash Tree Inn for details. Ash Tree Inn, okay. Well, let's go ahead and knock out this extermination, shall we? Alright, oh my god, there it is. Alright. Well, let's equip some, okay, so it prevents... Okay, let's try to prevent, okay, let's get rid of this. Prevents blind and confusion. Don't have anything that provides that, but we can at least... Let's put on some, both of these so we can prevent blind at least for our main DPS guys. And let's just hope for the best, shall we? that's really all we can do here. All right, let's go. All right, you big bastard. Actually, you know what? We can do a combo right here. Yep, screw it. Starbest. Might as well use this critical right away. Boom, boom, boom. Bitch! Ooh, nice. Half health. Always good. Ooh, Warcry. Crash Bomb could be good, but I feel like they're probably blind to that as well. Let's screw it. Let's bring these guys as well. Hey, nice. Blinding Bubbles, okay. Ow. Okay. Sweeping Bubbles? Oh, okay. It's sweep and blind. Shit. Okay. Ah, damn. Alright, alright, alright. Well, we're doing pretty good. So, how about we... is there anything that can... Damn, I still don't have anything that, helps prevent that. But, we can at least, cure sweep, I think, right? Oh, we have this Cure Bomb. We got Faint. I don't think we have anything for sweep, unfortunately, which sucks. Okay. Actually, recovery. Cures stat down. Sweep, confuse, and faint. Restores 40 HP as well. Let's give that to Randy. Boop. Thankfully, I'm able to use these dishes. And we'll get another turn, which is awesome. Let's see. Another one that cures sweep. Thick espresso. What does also give that to? Lloyd. Alright, let's try to... Ooh, Salamander? No. Alright, you know, let's just go with... Yeah, let's just go with a... Yeah, let's just finish off this guy. Boom! Oh, damn. Well, we delayed his attacks at least, thank God. God damn, man. Okay, he burned to death. Okay. Thank God I delayed that guy's attacks as well, which is good. Delaying Bubbles? Seriously? Oh my God. Oh, what the? Oh, that's so shitty. That really is so... That sucks so much. Ah, whatever. Ah, she's right there to level up as well. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe we should go make, let's go make some weapons, shall we? Since we probably have, quite a bit of, new material. So how about we actually go do that? Ooh, Evil Snake. Oh, damn, they cost 8? Oh, no, it costs 5. It costs 5. It costs 5. Ooh, causes free plus 10. Okay, let's take off our equipment real quick. Kind of annoying that I have to do this, but, you know, what can you do? Okay. Customize. Causes sweep plus 10. That's pretty good. Installed with a booster unit that generates heat. Yeah, we should probably give that to Randy. Do that. Ah, damn, we only have enough to just make one. Oh, well. Well, I feel like it's best to give it to our tank anyway. So. Heat device. Alright. It's always nice to grab some upgrades. And just stuff like that. Actually, speaking of upgrades, I remember I got an item last time for, like, thing that was only made for guys. What was it? No. It was ornament. It was an ornament. That's right. I remember now. Move free. Yes, that's it. Okay, let me go upgrade Randy's ornament. Then, almost completely slipped my mind. It's been a while, but now, good thing I remember that. All right, upgrade SWAT. Randy, upgrade this. Then let us move in our quartz to get move free, since that is really good, Is there anything else? Okay, it doesn't look like there's any. Oh, we do have Bewitch. Slows movement of enemies attacked on field. Ooh, we actually have 2 of those. That actually does sound pretty fucking useful, actually. Slows movement attacked on field. I mean, is it really that useful though? That's a real question, actually. Maybe not. Speaking of stuff, can we make any level 3 stuff? No, we are still T1 or 2 so far. But that is all right. I will still save up all my septium to upgrade my SWATs and such. Okay. Okay. So the next thing we have to do is the. Okay, we did that. Serial theft investigation. There's a theft in the harbor district. Getcha. All right. Through here. All right. You guys hear about all the recent thefts? I guess I could look over things here just in case. Feels like the least I could do. Alright. There's the ferry to go across the lake. Where's that to go? So go to the association's tent. My brother and I are... my brother and I are helping out with the tent. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, how sweet. Alright. I mean, I guess this is like the only time here. Ah, okay. Excuse us, but we're at the Crossbell Police Department. Would this be the Business Owners Association sent? We're here to follow up on a support request.
Oh, you've arrived. Now this is a surprise. I wasn't expecting you to be the one to come to our aid.
A good surprise, I hope. Your request just happened to find its way to us. It's nice to see you again, Chairman Morse.
Are these your friends, sir? Yeah, once upon a time, this young man sat across from me on a train.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the old man. Yeah, that was actually the day I started working on Force.
Ah, yes, it was, wasn't it? At any rate, I've interacted with these fine folks a few times since. We have a bit of a difficult situation on our hands. Forgive me for adding more to your plate, SSS, but we need your help.
You can count on us, sir. Let's see. I believe the quest mentioned something about recent theft.
Yeah, wasn't there a bunch of them? Yes, it's as you say. There have been 4 different reports of theft since yesterday. Every last one of them, the stalls was wiped green. The Business Owners Association manages all of the stalls being run down during the festival, so we hear every report that comes in. After poring over them all, I've determined that only food stalls are being targeted. We don't have any clues to go off of, so the best thing we can do is warn the other stalls.
That's unfortunate. The vendors already have enough to worry about during the festival. I imagine you are worried about this damage becoming more widespread.
Yes, and that's why I've called you all here. It is my duty to ensure that the theft is caught before they can cause any more damage. Not to mention, all this turmoil will no doubt affect the customers who have come to enjoy the festival if it continues. Will you please apprehend the thief for us?
No. Yes. Understood. This is a serious predicament. We'll be investigating immediately.
Thank goodness. I already feel a little relieved. I'm counting on all of you. Rest assured, my man, you're in good hands. So, Lloyd, any plans on how to tackle this? We don't have much to go off here. You're right. We don't know nearly enough to try and analyze the situation yet. Excuse me, do you mind telling us which stalls were targeted? I'd like to speak with the owners. You may be able to get more information from them before we proceed. I see. That makes sense to me. I've recorded the names down here. May I read them to you?
Yes, please.
First is Naldo's Burgers in Central Square, followed by Troma's Juice Stand in the Administrative District. Next we have Paute? We have Paute Pizza in the Entertainment District and Mifla's Gato in the Harbor District. Were you able to get all that?
Okay, so 4 stalls in total. They're all in different districts. No clues were left despite there being 4 victims.
Well, let's see what we can dig up from the owners. Will you be here on standby? We'll return after we've made our rounds. Oh yeah, let me give you my contact information. Don't hesitate to call us if there are any new developments. We don't know when the thief will strike again, so communication is key. Understood. We'll wait here for you. We're counting on you, everyone.
Alright. Let's investigate then.
Boiled meat. Loyalty ice cream. It's probably this guy. No, it wasn't. Which guy was it? Just go up to damn things. There we go. It was loyalty ice cream. Mifla's Gueto, huh? Gorgeous girl like yours got my heart melting already. Save the flirting for another time, Randy. We're here for a reason. Let's see what we can find out.
Excuse me, ma'am. We're here with the CPD. May we have a moment to ask you about what happened? Of course. You're talking about the theft, right? He managed to pull a fast one on me while I was serving the customer. He struck you while you were busy then. Yeah, I had my hands full of serving this weighed-back tourist guy that was trying his hardest to hit on me. While I was warding off his persistent advances, I thought I sensed someone sneaking around behind me. But it was too little too late. By the time I turned around, the register had already been emptied.
I suppose you wouldn't know anything about the thief in that case.
I'm afraid not. I can't believe I let them slip right under my nose.
Okay, so a guy. Okay. Juice?
Welcome to Chroma's Juice Stand. Feeling thirsty?
Isn't this the stand that was robbed? Excuse me, would you mind giving us an account of how the robbery went down in detail, please?
Sure, I guess. It all happened when I let my guard down for a second. My poor sails. Do you recall what the suspect looked like? Not really. It was really busy, so I wasn't able to get a good look at everyone. But there was this slim, carefree younger guy from the looks of it. He was a foreign tourist. He was hitting on me the entire time.
Okay, pattern.
Then, as I was in the middle of rejecting him, I heard some sounds behind me and turned to look.
The thief must have used that opportunity to make their move.
I think so. Darn it! I was being so careful, too. Our thief is a crafty one.
Okay, so we got a pattern here. Also, what the hell is going on over here? I wonder. Son of a... Damn it, why'd they have to call me too? Hey, do my work for me, thanks. What? You know we've got our own request to deal with, Chief. How about you get off your lazy ass and do some work for once? You kids are only running your mouths because you don't know how much of a pain in the ass it is to direct a parade. Damn it. I thought my rank would have put me way above doing chores like this. Hey Grace, covering the parade?
You know it. Apparently this year's parade is going to have the largest attendance yet, so you know I gotta be there. Getting real fired up now. I'll snap photos from all possible angles and expose everything for what it is. Are you getting pumped, Reigns? Tell me you're getting pumped.
Yes, ma'am. Getting pumped, ma'am. Yes, I am incredibly ready for this. I don't get paid enough for this. Hey, thanks for the help yesterday. I wouldn't expect anything less from the team that managed to steal the spotlight from First Division.
Well, thanks, but really that case was...
Hey now, what you getting all embarrassed for? You guys earned that win.
Oh, thanks, Raymond.
Worshers have been dispatched around the city today. Not much we can do about it, I suppose. We'll just have to everything we can to make sure the parade goes smoothly.
We just have to everything we can? there's definitely a misspelling or weird grammar there. Not grammar, but sentence mixing or whatever. Alright, okay, so we did the administrative, we did the harbor, and now we'll just go to the central. Cake and pudding. Nope. Isn't that one? Burgers! Narvor's Burgers. It's one of the food stalls that was robbed. Excuse me, do you have a minute? We're conducting an investigation on recent thefts.
Are you those police officers the guy from the Business Owners Association told me about? Sure you know, but my stall was hit just this morning.
Our condolences. Please try to recall what occurred at the time of the incident.
Well. The problem with that is that I don't exactly know when I was robbed.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it might have been when I was busy chatting away with this talkative young man. I think he was an eager tourist who came to enjoy the festival. Anyway, he was quite the chatterbox. When I finally got him his order, I swear I heard some rustling from behind me. Quickly looked behind me, there was no one there. Then after a while, I opened up my register, and lo and behold, all my mirror was gone.
I see. So it's possible that your mirror was stolen in that moment.
That's the only thing I can think of. I have no idea otherwise.
That definitely sounds odd. Yep, we got ourselves the way they've been able to do it at least. Okay. So let's see the last one. Burger stall, juice stall. We gotta go to pizza stall. Last one. That's West Street. Yeah, let's just teleport over to the entertainment district. Pizza! Pizza! Alright, Paute Pizza is one of the stalls that was robbed. Excuse me, sir, do you have a minute to talk? We're investigating the recent string of thefts.
Goodness, huh? Jeez, what a day it's been. I got so caught up in dealing with a customer that I wrote my guard down.
Wait, dealing with a customer?
Yeah, it was this chatty guy that was hell-bent on ordering a tropical pizza. Judging by my past experience of customers, I'm willing to bet he was a tourist. Anyway, I got his pizza all nice and packed up and was right in the middle of handing it over. And then I heard this commotion coming from somewhere behind me. No, I'm positive it was the sound of the register being wrenched open. Damn it, how could this happen to me?
Sorry for what you're going through. Thank you for cooperating in our investigation. Should we wrap up our questioning here?
It should be good. Let's head on back and shuffle through all info.
We haven't heard from the Business Owners Association, so we can assume that no other stalls have been victimized. That should be the case, yes. Though perhaps we should make one more lap around the food stalls, just to be sure. I guess we could... Should we go around again? Let's see, check my notebook. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we should be good. Hopefully. How about these two?
Say there, young man. Looks like to me like you aren't having the time of your life. That's a damn shame, you know? You're in Crossbell, so you gotta take this chance to party your ass off. That's just how we do things here. I'm just saying.
Is that right?
You better believe, if you ain't snorting cocaine off a hooker's ass, then you ain't partying in Crossbell.
Well, sign me up. Excuse me, but mind if I ask you a few questions? Conducting an investigation of recent thefts, you see. You're talking about the stalls that have been robbed all across the city. I don't think our star has anything to worry about. I'm right in the middle of Central Square. There's many people walking around and practically untouchable. I do not believe many of the tourists are aware of the cases or keeping an eye out. On the contrary, the likelihood of our theft is using crowd to avoid detection is quite high. Oh, please, everything is fine. I can take care of myself just fine. She's hopeless. Boasting about how untouchable you are is practically inviting misfortune. I guess we could talk to the other stalls. Why not? See what happens. Excuse me, but mind if I ask you a few questions? Conducting an investigation on recent thefts, you see. Oh, that. Someone from the Business Owners Association came by earlier to tell me to keep an eye out for anyone shady.
You already hit one of the square stalls. So any ideas? See the thief running around or anything like that?
Sorry, can't say I have. I've been getting a lot of customers, so I can't spare the energy to work out what's happening at other stands.
Yeah, I understand. Now that you mention it, you are in front of Times near the back alley.
Yep, and you're also forgetting that the administrative district is right down there. Most of our customers today came into the city to watch the parade. You certainly seem busy. Interesting. Interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Chatty young man. Chatty young man. Chatty young man. Whoa, wait. Whoa. Who the hell are you?
We're part of the parade security detail. Should be starting any moment now, so keep your wits about you.
It's a good thing we were mobilized. Doubt anyone would think for a second about messing with the show with us on guard.
Sure enough, you guys are real combat pros. Bet any sane clerk would wet themselves as soon as one of you places so much as glared at them.
Yeah, I can't deny that you're far more intimidating than we are.
We're just cops.
Oh, it's you, all from the CPD, working hard, officers. Crowd is especially large today, so do try to be careful, okay?
Yeah, braces do have that look about them, don't they?
Oh, what the hell is this?
Excuse me, may I borrow a moment of your time?
We're currently investigating a chain of thefts in the area.
Nervous sweating? I'm not too worried about it. I don't think anyone's stupid enough to commit a crime right in front of the CPD headquarters. Okay, maybe I'm a little nervous, actually. I heard one of the cells nearby got targeted by a thief.
I think it's safe to say he's on the high and alert.
Doesn't seem like he knows anything about the culprit, so maybe we should leave him be. Okay.
Stare. You guys look pretty suspicious, you know that, right? I'll boot you out of here so fast if I catch you messing with my stall.
That was funny.
You know what? I feel like this is not a waste of time talking to all the other stalls.
Excuse me, could we ask you a few questions?
We're investigating the recent string of thefts in the area.
Oh yeah, I've heard about it.
If that conniving little thief touches my noodles, the gloves are off.
Let's hope it doesn't have to come to that. But while we're on the subject, could you tell us what the thief looked like?
What they looked like, huh? Nope, I haven't got a clue. It'd be near impossible to pick anyone out of these crowds.
I know what you mean. Well, regardless, thank you for your time. Probably doesn't add too much, but hey, it's still nice.
Excuse me, could we ask you a few questions?
Investigating the recent string of thefts in the area.
Oh yeah, that. Honestly, I'm not too worried over it. My sister and I worked a stall together, so the thief would have to get through both of us. Now, if I was just here by myself, then I'd be concerned. Can't really watch your own back after all.
Do you happen to recall anyone acting suspiciously around here?
Actually, now that you mention it,
I saw some hooligans in red tracksuits come here a little while ago.
Never seen those guys before, so they kind of put me on edge. Nah, those aren't the guys we're looking for.
I do not believe those delinquents would resort to stealing. Regardless, do not hesitate to report any issues they may cause.
Sure, will do. And your sister?
Representatives from the Business Owners Association dropped by to warn us about thieves. I see Crossbell still as city as always. I'll be watching my stall like a hawk. Can't afford to have anything stolen.
Okay, I feel like that's been enough talking to everyone.
Oh shit! I didn't notice these guys.
What cool it is! You mutts on the job right now. Must suck being cops at a time like this. I'm only grateful for all your hard work.
If you actually feel bad for us, then could you please not make our job any harder than it needs to be?
Yeah, let's you take a look at that. How's a squirt one in the stall? You look like you're raring to go. Where we headed today, Wald? Maybe we can get a sick view at the top of the hill. What's with the cops looking all jittery? Something up with you guys? Holy crap, that chick one in the stall is hot as hell! Hey, honey, you wanna have a good time with me, waiter? Holy shit, are you guys seeing this chick?
Oh, hey, the guy that was here is gone now. I'm here to look after the tent. If you need any help, just leave it to me.
Oh. Why do all the stall owners seem so tense? Something happened, perhaps?
And the fucking the fucking mailman running all over the place is such a great detail as well.
Anyway. Oh, you're back already. Were you able to find anything?
Yeah, we actually managed to gather a lot of information. Why don't we start through it now? Good idea.
Take it away, Lloyd.
Alright, let's try to piece it together. Let's start by going over everything we've learned thus far. Based on what we heard from the stall owners, the thief was able to steal from them by striking while they were distracted. Pretty sure they all said they were hid while they were in the middle of dealing with customers. Committing the crime while the owners were busy serving customers to avoid detection. Crafty method, I must say. Yeah, it doesn't matter how cautious you are if you're too busy to notice.
Right, I had heard the same. Does your cowardice know no bounds?
Let's not forget our thieving friend managed to hit up 4 of them, and whoa. Bet they're off groaning to all their buddies about their big heist right about now. Perhaps, but don't crimes like these normally follow a pattern? Judging from what I've heard, I think I might just have an idea of what it is. Now that we piece together all the information, it's clear that the criminal's motive was harassment, financial problems, for their enjoyment. Maybe. Like, would it be for their enjoyment? I don't feel like it's that. I don't feel like it's harassment either. Probably. I mean, yeah, they're stealing and they don't want to be caught. And it's not exactly harassment. Sure, they're harassing the stall owners, but that's not their only aim. And I don't think it's for their enjoyment. I think financial problems would probably be the only one that fits in the motive category. Could they have been motivated by financial problems? I'm not getting that impression, though.
I'm with you. Hitting up a bunch of stalls in a short period of time makes me think they were doing it to screw with all the stall owners. There were plenty of bigger fish to fry if they needed some serious cash. Yeah, you're right.
The criminal probably gets their thrills from stealing.
It's utterly ridiculous that someone would commit so many thefts for a reason like that. What kind of criminal is responsible for this tomfoolery?
I think I have an idea of what the criminal might be like. Criminal is a UFO duo. Yeah, a UFO duo is probably. I'm very certain it's a pair of younger thieves.
How do you figure? There weren't any witnesses.
Think about it for a second. Each stall was robbed in the middle of serving a customer. Then the descriptions of the customer they served sounded eerily similar to one another. The stalls in the administrative and harbor districts both described him as a carefree sort of flirt. Meanwhile, stalls in Central Square in the entertainment district described him as a very chatty, energetic kind of guy. Those are the only profits recounted by the stall owners at the moment of the theft. It is far too unlikely to be a coincidence. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking our criminals are a pair. I think I get what you're saying. While one of them garnered the attention of the stall owner, the other went and stole the mirror? Yeah, makes sense if you assume that they were switching off their walls.
We absolutely cannot let this continue any further. Please find them before they strike again.
Exactly what he said.
But how are you going to find them? The city's packed with people right now. It's hopeless, isn't it? The best we could do is to work the shopkeepers to stay on guard.
I disagree. I think we have enough information on how they operate to devise a countermeasure to stop them from stealing again. Hey guys, what do you think our duo is going to strike next? I think it's safe to exclude any stalls that have already been targeted. Sooner or later, they're going to get caught with their hands in that cookie jar. That narrows it down to the stalls that have yet to be burglarized. The question is which? Maybe we should have investigated more of the infected stalls too. Oh well, judging from what we saw, the next stall most likely to be targeted is... Ooh. Damn. Shit. Probably? I want to go with, well, it's either the sweet stall or the noodle stall. Because the ice cream stall has 2 people. The omelet rice stall, I can't remember. I think it only had 1 person. So it's either noodle stall or sweets. I feel like it's a sweet stall because, like, the owner of that was so confident in, like, she won't get stolen from. Like, like she seemed so overconfident about that they're able to hark on that. specifically. While the noodle stall is on the prowl of, like, he knows, like, he's on the lookout to be so yeah, I feel like a Central Square sweet stall.
How about the sweet stall in the central square?
Yeah, that's the one I find most likely too. The administrative district will be filled with officers because of today's parade. The entertainment and harbor districts are relatively open areas compared to Central Square. Considering they need a secure and easily accessible escape route, Central Square is the most logical location.
Why would they need an escape route?
The shopkeepers that were already stolen from are going to be more aware of their surroundings. Even if we got experienced thieves on our hands, they're far more likely to get caught at this point. They'll need to make a quick getaway if they do. You know, now that you mention it, the bigger stall was also located at the intersection between a few of the districts. The sweet stall in Central Square is within proximity of the back alley in the administrative district. That area decidedly has the highest number of escape routes available, so the thieves are likely to target that stall next.
Good thinking, Tot. So it's come down to this. Let's stake it all on the thieves targeting them next.
I was just going off the personality of the owner, but, you know, that also works too. The SSS traveled to the designated district to conduct the stakeout. Oh, I thought it was the other girl. Whatever. Well, I still got I still got the answer, but wrong method. But whatever. Who cares?
Looks like he's a bust.
Youthful duo, huh?
This customer's pretty young. Just looks like you're one of the no tourists. Hold your horses, Wood. Got another bite.
Oh, shit.
Gotcha.
Diggerman suddenly reached his hand to the food stall's register. That's our cue. Go, go, go.
Police! Police! Damn it! Quick, scram! Huh?
Mademoiselle Ellie, Tot, you're up. You do know this is a dead end, right? Game, set, match.
Crap! You're all just a bunch of spineless cops. How do you think you could do this?
Isn't this the brother that was at the tent?
Do you think he could just walk all over us, the Black Emperors? I'm relieved that we were able to retrieve the mirror, but I must say these hooligans aren't quite as rough around the edges as I was expecting. You said it, pal. One punch from the downtown delinquents, and they'd be going like a bunch of pansies.
Wow, that quieted them down. Do you think it's possible they really were frightened by them?
Who'd ever get scared by guys like that? You making fun of us or something? We'd have no trouble taking them on.
We have our answer. I see now. They were made fools of, so they resorted to petty crimes as a means of venting their frustration.
So that's what it was. They've disrupted the festival, and for what? Some selfish, self-pitying reason? You hooligans made a big mistake. Better be ready to answer for your crimes in full.
What's with this old geezer? That glare is giving me chills.
Oh, there you are. Your special support section, right?
Sorry, we're late. Here to take away the thieves.
Thanks. Sorry for coming out here during such a busy period.
Not a problem. It's our job, after all.
Are these two the guys? Yeah, if you would escort them to HQ, please.
Alright, you can count on us.
Hey, move it along.
Whoa, don't push me! Yeah, looks like it was case closed.
They didn't look like they were from Crossbell, so I figured they won't be in jail for more than 3 days.
Crossbell's pretty soft on foreigners, huh? Well, the joke is on them. They'll be sitting in the jail cell staring at the stone wall while the rest of us are out here enjoying the festival. Not to mention, I had a bit of fun striking fear into their hearts.
I must say, your charade was spectacular. They're completely fooled.
It comes with the experience of being a veteran trader. I'm used to having to put on airs.
It's definitely a set of you've never seen before.
I think I put on quite the performance, if I do say so myself. Thank you for resolving the issue, everyone.
Indeed, we are truly in your debt. Please allow for the Business Owners Association to present you its utmost gratitude. Oh no, that won't be necessary. We're just glad to have solved the case before any more damage was dealt. You know where to find us if you ever run into any other problems. We'll be happy to help.
A fine plan indeed. It's comforting to know I'm in good hands.
Don't be afraid to reach out to us anytime. Alright, cool. Completed the 2 optional requests, which is pretty awesome. And honestly, let's go ahead and turn these in, shall we?
それでは
Wapa.
さすが皆さんですさすが皆さんです
Alright,
で
cool.
はまた
Alright, and all we have is missing Taurus. And I feel like this is a good spot to end things here, folks, as I don't know how long the next support request is going to be, but I feel like I'm splitting this up very well. And well, I don't know how long this chapter really, like, it does feel like it's been forever since we've been in this chapter, but it feels like these chapters are way longer than Sky's chapters, very much so. But next time we should be getting back into the main story, seeing where the hell these missing tourists are, and we'll go from there, really. What other trouble appears probably during the parade, more than likely, because you can't have a parade in a video game without some sort of trouble happening. Let's be honest, or really in any story, there's always got to be some shit that goes down at the parade. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button. If you liked it, hit the like button. Want to tell me something? Put it down in the comments below. Check out Discord server hang on in, or my Twitter. Check description below. And yeah, this has been Voidlego. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!